Today we're going to take a quick bus trip over to Monavale to check out a couple of thrift stores that I have not been to yet to see what we can find. Hey guys, my name is Brandon and this is my vlog for Neon Arcade. And I'm about to go into another Salvos to see if I can find any interesting items. I'm looking for anything from the 80s or the 90s or even the early 2000s, or anything that just reminds me of home. Now, there's only one rule. I can only take home one item for myself. Now, last week, I did the same thing and I ended up taking home the Drop Dead Fred DVD. But of course, there's another part of the game. I'm actually selecting two items, one for me and one for you. And your job is to guess what that other item is. And if you guess correctly, you'll be put into a drawing and I will be sending that item to you for free. Doesn't cost you anything. I'll be sending that item to you and it's yours to have. Last week, a bunch of you guessed and I had one person get the correct answer. So I didn't even need to do a drawing. And that person is Permafrost Prod 1. So whoever you are, reach out to me, send me another message in the comments, give me an email or something and we'll get in touch and I will send you the pin that you guessed correctly. I did pick a small item because this was my first time doing this and I didn't know how it was gonna go. And I'm kind of glad I picked a smaller item because not many people are guessing, but that makes it even better for you because there's way less people guessing. Obviously I'm a brand new channel. I don't have a whole lot of people that are finding my videos. So if you do come across this video and you do want to play along, your chances of winning are extremely high because I'm not a popular YouTube channel at all. And if you guess correctly, then you win. And of course, there's one other rule that I have to add, and I think it's only fair that if you play the game and you win, you have to be following me. At least you have to be following me. So if you're following me and you guess the correct thing, you get in the drawing and you're eligible to win. And I will pick the winner through I'll put your name in a spinning wheel, like a digital one, and your name will pop out and you will win the item, whatever I get. All right, that's enough chattering for me. All right, I'm ready to go inside. If you guys are ready, let's get a rig along. Look at that, a Fisher Price. Remember these? It's 25 bucks. That's pretty cool. I think we're gonna add this to the list. That's awesome. All right, this one's cool. It's a Philips 2-pan radio. 5 bucks. All right, we're definitely adding this to the list. I got a couple records. I got Earth, Wind and Fire. Leo Sayer, Thunder in My Heart. George Benson. Lou Rawls, All Things in Time. Oh, Wham! Bad Boys. Okay, let's check this out. I like how they had this one hiding in the back. We are 100% putting this on the list. They have this cool clock in here. It reminds me of the clock tower in Back to the Future. All right, this is pretty cool, but it's not for sale. Look at those rings. I have a very small selection of DVDs and books. But once again, I am looking for some VHS. Check this out. Fantasia cassette, but it looks like it's part of a series. It's only cassette 1. There's probably 2 in here. It has 7 songs on one side and 2 songs on the other side. All right, we're adding this to the list. We have a little magic kit here, and they have a larger one over here. Lots of different board games. Nothing is catching my eye. I remember these rollerblades. I used to rollerblade when I was a kid. I used to play street hockey. That was fun. Buy 2 books, get the 3rd book for free. Look at that. All right, they got some more movies over here. I don't think I'm interested in purchasing another movie, but they got more vinyls. Let's take a look. All right, I looked through all these and I did not find anything of interest. I feel like the only good vinyl so far was that Wham vinyl on the other side. Here's some radio headphones, but it doesn't seem like they work. So, but they're pretty cool. All right, we just finished at the Salvos. Now we're gonna head over to the Lifeline to see if they have anything, and then we'll decide on our items. Okay, so I have to tell you about the coolest thing that just happened. So I posted a photo on Instagram of a shirt that I had designed a long time ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I posted it on Instagram with the question, would you wear this shirt if I got it printed, if I got it made? I did print a couple of shirts. I have one with me, but it's super faded. But anyway, I tagged John Stamos in it, and he actually shared the story on his own Instagram and liked the post. And I think that's just so amazing because, like, I've been a huge fan of John Stamos since Full House. I've been jealous of him for being in the Beach Boys. And also, he's a huge Disneyland fan. He loves magic. I know he goes to the Magic Castle a lot. So he and I have a lot of things in common, even though we're like a decade apart. But huge fan of John Stamos. I'm so happy that he saw my post and shared it. That makes me super, super happy. So now I have to print the shirts. I'm going to do that. Hi. Do you know if there's any other op shops around here besides the Salvos?
Other second-hand shops,
Yeah.
did you say?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Not in Monivale. There are a lot more in. There are about 4 in Newport. If you're going.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Thank you so much. I'm so annoyed. I accidentally deleted all my footage from going inside of this shop. So, I mean, it was really small anyway. I was only in there for maybe like 2 minutes. But I did show a few things in there, and all that footage is gone, so. All right, so the Lifeline didn't have anything that I liked. It was so small in there. The only thing that I saw was those owls, which I was thinking about getting for my friend. He owns a couple of restaurants and he decorates the inside of it with some owls, but those always get lost or destroyed or stolen by kids that come in. So I don't know if it was something he'd really want. I can always come back and get them, but we're gonna go back to Salvos, and I have my eye on 2 items. So we're gonna go pick those 2 items, one for me and one for you. Let's go. All right, I just saw something through these trees over here that we have to go check out. Check this out. We got a freaking half pipe here. Man, I didn't grow up with anything like this. All the skate parks that I grew up with were just like small things, but this is insane. No one's dropping in on this. I don't know if any skate parks, public skate parks in the States exist like this. I know there's some private ones, obviously, that you pay for, you sign a waiver and stuff, but I don't imagine that there's stuff like this. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I feel like people in the States, they're so quick to sue people, and no city wants to be liable for any kids breaking their neck on something like this. So they just don't build stuff like this. At least when I grew up, they didn't have stuff like that. So I don't know, let me know in the comments. Do they have half pipes in public parks? Like public skate parks? There's actually a geocache really close to me. And I thought, okay, since I'm like right here, I should go check it out. But this is what it says. So first of all, the difficulty is 4.5. I'm still a beginner. There's no way I could do that. The terrain is 4.5 and it's extremely small. So that just makes it really, really hard. And check this out. It says, cool tree climb with cache pretty hard to spot. Watch out for ants. There are a few nests. Climbing a tree and getting bitten by frickin' fire ants? I'm good. All right, we are back at the apartment and I'm going to show you what I chose for myself. Any guesses before I show it? All right, here it is. I ended up getting Wham! This is the single Bad Boys. This was released in 1983. This was their 3rd single that they released for their debut album. So yeah, this is just a single, and on the other side is an instrumental. So now I can do some karaoke by myself and sing Bad Boys. But anyway, that was a fun find. The skate park was pretty cool. Kind of makes me want to start skating again. Probably break my back. But now it's your turn to guess what I chose for you. Anybody who guesses, your name is going to go into a drawing. I will draw your name out at the end of the week, and you will get that prize. And I will send it to you for free. You just have to make sure that you are following me and that you guess correctly. That's it. That's the only rules. And if you do that, then you get it for free. I'll send it to you. I'll ship it to you. And you can have whatever that item is. I'm going to do 2 more of these, and I might take a little break from them. I feel like videos like this work really well when there's more engagement, when there's more people involved. It makes it more fun for both me and you guys. You know, I feel like I'm jumping ahead a little bit with like some of the content that I'm creating by doing stuff like for example, when I was doing the live streams, they're so fun for me, and I'm gonna do them again. But the thing is, there's only like so many people that are aware of it happening. So it's my favorite part about it is the engagement. I like talking with people and people talking back and that whole thing. And it's not as fun for me if I'm just talking to myself. And same thing with these videos. You know, when I post these videos and I'm, you know, going shopping and stuff, the fun part for me is being able to connect with people and connect with you. And I know it's very early days. I'm just getting started. So my point is some of the content that I'm coming up with, that I'm creating, is probably better suited for a larger audience. But with that said, I'm still going to continue doing what I want to do because I'm still enjoying it for myself. I'm going to do 2 more of the thrift store, antique store, whatever shopping thing. Then I'm going to kind of take a seat back, look at it, see how I can fix it and make it better. And any feedback from you guys would be super helpful. I might even just do instead of doing a drawing. At first I thought, what if I just, whoever the first person is that says the item correctly, then they get it. I first thought of that, but then what if it's the same person every week? Which it could be my mom. So, yeah, I'm trying to find a fun and fair way to do it and try to make it fun for you guys. But here's what I'll do. At the end of every video, I don't know if you've noticed yet, but I have this little signature ending that I'm calling Lost Tapes. And at the end of every vlog or video that I make, almost everyone, I put what I'm calling a lost tape, which is basically, that looks like a VHS tape. And it usually is something that relates to the context of the entire video. There's like little fun videos that I make. And it's kind of like a little taste of what I do on Instagram. What I'm gonna do, or what I think I might do to make this more fun, is I'm gonna create, the video at the end is gonna be a hint to what the item is. Now, you might think, oh cool, I'll just skip to the end and then get the hint and then I'll know what it is. But it's not gonna be that easy. You still have to watch the whole video because you have to know what the options are. And I'm gonna make it a little bit hard, but not that hard. But I'll try to make it a little bit easier and give a hint at the end. So watch the full video, watch till the end, and you'll probably get what the item is, and then you can be up for the drawing. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad that I got to do this again. Looking forward to the next one. I think next time I'm going to go to a different part of town. I like exploring. That's kind of the fun part for me, is exploring new cities, new areas, and kind of seeing what kind of treasures people in those areas are giving up and getting rid of that I could collect. So I guess that's it for today. So if I don't see you, thanks for sharing this day with me. See you on the flip side.
Who you gonna call for ghosts that need busting? Slimer and the real Ghostbusters are coming up next.
Hey, how lucky can you get? Later today, you'll see the ghost with the most! But you can call me. Come on, say my name.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
Tuesday, Tony's got a present for Jonathan on Who's the Boss. Then Kevin has a summer fling with an older woman on The Wonder Years.
After these messages, we'll be right back.